classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the return, it's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Rush right in his face. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Making the adjustment on the play. Churns into the pile. Thrust that arm out. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
The running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Say it. Look out. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your 1st drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Enough to move the chains. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
They'll run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Has it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, it needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Plows his way ahead. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as his defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense all over it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, say it. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Smith. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Say it. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wideout. Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside. It's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He'll try to tack on one more.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate the 2 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Sees a crease. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong.
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Quarterback changing the play. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Quick give. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that won. Good coverage.
Underwood. Setting up the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the 1st.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's got it on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Jackson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Throwing, Underwood. They're all over it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Breaks loose. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down in the backfield. It's 4th down, and the defense does have a timeout to use. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. Searching for space. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Hits inside. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 24 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Badgers on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.